Hello and welcome to the premiere video episode for GunMonthly.com. I'm your host, Sean Greer. You know, it took nearly a year for me to finally purchase my first handgun, and in that time I spent a lot of my effort trying to find out how to buy a gun and what type would be best for me and my family. I felt like it was difficult to just type into a search engine how to buy your first gun and get a good answer. So in the end I ended up speaking with people at gun shows and gun stores and pawn shops, and looked at internet websites and YouTube videos before I finally felt like I had enough information to make my first purchase. In the end, I wished that there had been some consolidated website where I could go for a lot of this information. And in time, that's what I hope this website will become for you. But for now, we're going to focus on one gun at a time. Every month we hope to bring you a new review for a gun that we either purchased or wish to own for ourselves.
Today we will be reviewing the first gun that I purchased, the Smith Wesson M&P semi-automatic pistol chambered in 9mm. We will use several criteria to evaluate each gun that we review, including its style and size, its caliber, its capacity, the weight and balance of the gun, its ergonomics and looks, its reliability and warranty, its intended use, and of course its cost. As for the style, I have the Smith & Wesson M&P, which stands for Military and Police Model. It's a semi-automatic pistol with a striker fire action, and that means that the firing pin is actuated by an internal mechanism rather than an external hammer. My personal model is the full-size model with the stainless steel finish on the slide. The pistol is more commonly colored with the black melanite finish to match the black polymer frame, but I have even seen some combinations in what Smith & Wesson calls its flat brown earth color, which is kind of a tannish green. The pistol is offered in a compact variation, but I have the full-size model. The full-size model comes with a barrel that's 4 1/4 inches long, made of stainless steel. The overall height of the gun is 5 1/2 inches, and its overall length is 7.625 inches. Smith & Wesson offers the compact version with a much shorter barrel, as well as the Pro version, which has a slightly longer barrel. As for the caliber, the gun is offered in 9mm, 357 SIG, 40 Smith & Wesson, and 45 automatic Colt. There is one offering with 22 long rifle that allows you to shoot at a much more cost-effective rate, as 22 ammunition is much better priced. The M&P models allow for 17 rounds for each magazine, plus one in the chamber in 9mm, and each gun comes with 2 magazines. It is available with a California-compliant 10-round magazine for those states that have such a requirement. The weight of the gun is 24 ounces, or 1.5 pounds without a magazine. The weight of the gun with a full magazine will vary on the style of the ammunition that you carry. The gun remains well balanced in the hand. The slide and barrel don't seem too top heavy. It seems very easy to maintain the sights on the target, even after shooting a couple hundred rounds downrange. The gun is very comfortable in the hand, and it even comes with 3 interchangeable back straps of varying sizes to help maintain a comfortable grip for people of all sizes. Since this gun was designed by Smith & Wesson to be used by the military and police, you can believe that durability and reliability were key design components. The military and police have very strict and stringent requirements for durability and reliability, and they go through several phases of testing to ensure that the gun will work as intended, even under the most hostile of conditions. Smith & Wesson also has a lifetime warranty in which they guarantee against manufacturer's defects for the lifetime of the gun. The intended use for my gun is primarily going to be home defense, but I also intend to use it for target shooting, especially since the gun will be used for home defense, and since I have children at home, safety is a very important factor, and you'll note that this particular pistol is available with an optional thumb safety. The cost of this pistol, according to the manufacturer's website, should be somewhere in the area of $570, but I was able to find that many local gun stores, as well as the local gun show, had the price much lower. I was able to purchase mine at the local gun show for $500 cash.
Well, now that you know what I own, let's take it to the range.
The first thing I like to do when I get to the range is to fire a full 17-round magazine at a target from a cold start, just to see how well I can keep all of my shots on target and manage the recoil. This happens to be from 21 feet, and you can see I've done a pretty decent job of doing that. Next we move on to more difficult shooting. This is a 3-round burst from a holster draw. Again, happens to be from 21 feet. Don't always shoot from there, but you can see from this distance I've done decently. 2 shots through the same hole and 1 right next to it. Next we'll move on to field stripping for cleaning. First thing we do is remove the magazine. Actually, the first thing that we do is to perform the safety check, which was already done. Next you can see we remove the frame tool. And pull back the slide. We will use the frame tool to lower the sear deactivation lever. Once that's down, we can rotate the takedown lever in a clockwise direction, pull back on the slide, and then that allows us to pull forward and pull the slide off of the frame. The next thing that we need to do is to take the recoil spring and guide rod off. We push forward and then pull back. And next we'll pull out the barrel. Again, push forward and then pull back. And now the gun is ready for a full cleaning. In order to reverse the process, we put the barrel back in its place. Notice that the guide rod has a hexagonal end and a round end. The hexagonal end goes towards the front of the gun, and the round button end goes onto the barrel. And there are 4 contact points for the rails to slide onto the slide. We pull those back into place. Get a little bit ahead of myself and try to pull the takedown lever back into position a little bit too early, and then I remember we need to pull the slide back in place and lock it. Push the takedown lever in a counterclockwise direction, pull back on the slide, and we are reassembled. Next we'll put the frame tool back in its place and then replace the magazine. And we're done.
Thanks for watching, and check back often for new and updated reviews. And remember, safe shooting.